Greetings from Snake Mountain Boat Works on Wednesday, April 3, 2024. Here's a rather incredible update on our 1964 17-foot Chris Craft Super Sport. She's quite a different boat now, and Joe's done an amazing job, and I'm going to hand it off to him so he can walk us through how we transformed a vinyl decked super sport into a true super sport. Take it away, Joe.
Absolutely. So if you remember, all the decking that was on this was all plywood. It was all rotted out. There was some framing that needed to be replaced. I went through and measured out all the whole bow, all the difference and changes in radius, and I was able to put in a new king plank and all brand new decking. All been stained and sealed now with 4 coats of clear penetrating epoxy sealer. And then these rails, if you remember right, when they first came in, they looked pretty rough. I was able to get them all fixed up. There's a few places around plugs where I'll have to put a little bit of filler in with it, but that will be later on down the road. But I got these rails on the other day, and underneath where all these seams, wet clearing underneath it, I have all those sealed. So when I put these pieces down, there wasn't a channel that water or anything could go into.
And they're all filled with the Sikaflex.
Sikaflex. And then on the outsides, I use my kind of go-to for any kind of seam that needs to stay the color of mahogany, is the Fixoflex. Works great as an adhesive, and in this case, it worked great to seal it all. So that way, no water will get in underneath it, and it will stay really nice shape. But now those are all down, they're all stained, and they have all the CPES on them. So the next thing we're going to be doing, we're actually going to be flipping this boat over, and we're going to start tackling the bottom, because I can see there's a few frames we're going to need to have a little bit of fixing to do, but everything else seems pretty strong and true still, but we'll know more once we get it flipped over.
And one of Joe's neat little details was that the Super Sport originally has an angular cut right here where the deck ends and the covering boards start. And he replicated that as he installed and fit the new covering boards. And as you can see in the distance, the aft deck is done in similar fashions. So when we're finished, think of the 1950s Chris Craft 17-foot sportsman model. She's going to share that feel, that ambiance, except this is a much bigger boat than the Sportsman is.
It will definitely be truly one of a kind.
Yes. So we will flip her over. She will receive the Snake Mountain Boat Works True 5200 alternate bottom, 2 layers of Meranti plywood, and of course with the 5200 and the CPES, as well as 5 coats of barrier coat, Interlux 2000E, and we'll finish her off with 4 coats of Pettit hard racing copper bronze bottom paint. So we'll be back to you. You'll see her upside down as we begin to tear that bottom off and start installing the frames where needed and her new bottom. Oh, one additional thing, and we're really excited about this. Her owners agreed. In fact, they jumped at the opportunity. This boat originally had these ugly gray interior hull sides. When you see her ready to float, those will all be traditional Chris Craft mahogany ceilings. Planks running horizontally, stained as the rest of the boat is, varnished, and just adding something very special to her. So that's our update on Wednesday, April 3, 2024, on our 1964 17-foot Chris Craft Sportsman. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boat Works.